It's MJ as you've never heard him before on this special edition of One-on-One with Ahmad Rashad.
They used to say when you came out of college that the only person that could hold you to 20 points was Dean Smith. What was that about?
At 50, I don't remember.
It's gonna be like that.
In 1982, not many people knew about a skinny freshman at North Carolina. But it was this moment when people began to take notice of Mike Jordan.
Jordan, North Carolina has won the 1982 NCAA championship.
After 2 more seasons in Chapel Hill,
Jordan, look at that!
Jordan became the 3rd overall pick in the 1984 draft. And when he took that leap, he felt something that stayed with him his entire career: the need to prove himself.
It was a new beginning once I got to Chicago. I mean, I've been in college, you know, my name changed from Mike Jordan to Michael Jordan, and, you know, now I was on a bigger stage. It was the highest level of basketball, and yet I was the lowest on the totem pole. You know, if I ever wanted to be considered the best basketball player that I can be, I had to work my way up that ladder.
Rebound taken down by Steve Johnson up to Michael Jordan. Oh, God! An unbelievable hold! He put it in and it counts!
And right from the start, we couldn't believe what we were seeing.
Jordan, tongue out! Did it! Wow! Oh, watch this. Oh, yeah.
Wow!
Michael, is there anything at all that has surprised you in your early games in the NBA?
Oh, showtime for Mr. Jordan!
I'm surprised at how fast I'm picking up the game.
Chicago had its very own superhero.
Here's Jordan down the middle all the way! And Captain Marvel comes back again. Up, 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 and away!
Now, a lot of people don't remember the first nickname, Captain Marvel. I'm glad that didn't stick.
Michael Jordan came down, turned into Captain Marvel again.
It just didn't seem right. Captain sounds like I'm at top of the league, and I consider myself bottom, you know, at that time. I'm walking into an arena playing against the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and you call out Captain Marvel, puts a big dot on my back. I said, no, you got to come up with something else.
Air Jordan would come in time, but in his 2nd season, MJ was grounded by an injury until the playoffs when he returned just in time to face the Boston Celtics.
We really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
Even at a young age, Jordan understood that he had to go to greater lengths to gain an advantage over NBA royalty.
Danny Ainge said that between games 1 and 2, you guys played golf, and you warned him to tell Dennis Johnson to get ready for a beatdown the next game. Did that happen?
I played with him and Kevin McHale, and they were trash talkers.
Because when I went to get it with this hand came out. Oh, get out of here. You double dribbled the ball.
So, you know, when we get on the golf course, they talk a lot of trash. And, you know, obviously DJ was an all-star. He was known for his defense, which for me, that was a great challenge.
Right.
So as they were joking about sweeping us and kicking our butts and blah, 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 you know, I kindly say, hey, you better tell DJ that, you know, it's going to be a hard day for him the next day.
That was an understatement. MJ went out and set a playoff record that still stands today.
Michael Jordan right now, taking the tempo away from the Celtics.
What a great shot, and a basket and a foul. You talk about birds, sheer determination. Michael Jordan has those same qualities. Jordan hits. 58 for Michael Jordan.
Michael on the drive across the lane, turnaround shot, got it! 63 for Jordan. A new NBA record has been set in the Boston Garden.
I didn't win the game. I'd much rather score less and win the game than lose the game and score 63 points.
Larry Bird talks about that game like it was the new coming of Jesus or something.
He paid me the highest compliment, and you know, I think that was very gratifying that I earned Larry Bird's respect.
In his first 4 seasons, Jordan wouldn't make it past the conference semifinals. And in 1989, he and the 6-seeded Bulls faced an opening round challenge against a tough 3rd seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
During the course of the year, Cleveland beat us every game. So everybody predicted us to get swept. I mean, even the city of Chicago, they didn't think we were going to win. You know, and that's okay. I mean, to me, that was okay because we had nothing to lose from that point on.
But did that give you motivation?
Without a doubt, it
yeah.
did. You know, it was an opportunity that, okay, we can change the whole mentality within Chicago by beating Cleveland. And after the first game, I knew we had a chance.
Jordan at the top of the key, to the line, throws. throws it up, good off the glass.
When we got to Game 5, it was like we already proved a point to the city, to the media, to everybody that it wasn't going to be a sweep. Now let's go out and win this thing.
The Bulls trailed by 1 point with 3 seconds left. What came next is known simply as the shot.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win it! That's the Cleveland Cavaliers!
It never looked like there was any doubt, but not if you asked Michael.
I mean, I can't really sit here and tell you it felt like I was going to make the shot. And when it went in, I mean, that's probably the most energetic I've ever been, hitting one shot that I can remember. And it just started everything for the city of Chicago.
The Jordan rules, is that something you guys made up?
On the switch, Jordan. No easy layups when you get to this point of the playoffs. And Rodman gave Jordan a shot.
Jordan rule? No, I don't know what that is.
Jordan rules, yeah. Is that what they call it? Yeah.
They call it the Jordan rules. But it was more of a physical challenge or a mental hurdle? Which one would you say it was more? The
both.
Physical?
Both. It was both.
For 3 consecutive years, Chicago ran up against Detroit in the playoffs. And each time, the Pistons were the tougher team.
They like to junk up the game. They like to beat you down, hard fouls. If they played today, they'd be, flagrant twos.
Rebound Jordan. And Mahorn took Jordan down.
I was beat down because of the physicality of what was happening within the game, and I didn't have it to compete with them.
Michael Jordan went down and he is grimacing in pain.
That's when I really started to physically build my body up and gear myself up for that type of beating.
Easy.
From that year on, I got stronger because that became as important as anything else.
But in 1991, Jordan was ready for the Pistons, and he would not be denied. It was a sweep, but the games themselves aren't as memorable as the way the series ended.
The Chicago Bulls are headed to the NBA Finals as time runs down. Pistons wasting no time in getting out of here. They left the bench, although there's 7 and 9/10 seconds remaining. The Pistons just left.
When you guys got past the Pistons and they had an early exit from Game 4, did you take that personally?
No. Get your equipped, you can walk out of the building any way you want. The point is that to us it was gratifying. We beat them so bad that they didn't want to shake our hands. That to me was, that was an accomplishment. What happened was we just got past that hump, and we never looked back.
For the Chicago Bulls, this is their first ever appearance in the finals. For the Los Angeles Lakers, it is their 9th trip to the championship round in the last 12 years.
This is all I've been working up for, is an opportunity to play against what everybody considered to be the best. It was Magic Johnson. His team, the mighty, mighty Lakers at the time, were one of the powerhouses in the 80s. And now we're starting in the 90s. So if you're going to make a statement, you make a statement against the best.
That statement came in Game 2.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
He goes wherever he wants to on the basketball floor. That's how good he is.
It became known fittingly as the move, but MJ remembers it for a different reason.
When I did that, Byron Scott said we were showboating at the end of the game. That, we were winning and then, we showboating, and I never looked at it that way, but he did, and we never thought we could lose after that.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship.
When you finally won the championship, the emotional images of you cradling the trophy while sitting with your dad were just an unforgettable image. Can you describe or talk about what you were feeling at that particular time?
Yeah, it's hard to describe, even though, you have so much time, like 20-some years to reflect on it. And the thing is that it was like everything that I worked for has got me to this point. My father understood that. He's seen the pain, he's seen the levels of effort that we put into this. And now we're at the top. We're at the top in the NBA. And now everybody's, well, they were lucky. You know, they were lucky the first time. Now do it again. Maybe they wasn't lucky. Do it again. But this team is not bad, you know. And the mentality of your leader, starting with Phil, getting to me, getting to Scotty, and then to the rest of the team was, okay, let's find a way to stay up top. That means we got to go this extra mile. You know, we got to go a little harder. You know, we got to go a little longer. You got to really kill teams. Send a message, send a sense of fear to whoever you're going to come in that building. We don't mess around. When you come in, you're 10 points down.
Jordan! Oh, yeah. Where did he go?
All those things we were trying to send that message.
This place is going crazy, Red. You got it. Jordan for three. He is hot. Woo!
That was the dominance of what the Bulls represent in 91, 92, and 93.
The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
Initially, it was saying, okay, we're on top. We can laugh, we can joke, but we're going to work hard. We're going to still do everything we want. And we're going to still win.
Michael will take it. He's fouled. He scored. He threw it up. Off balance and went in. Oh, my.
Until you knock us off, we're still the best.
The Chicago Bulls have won 3 straight NBA championships.
It's hard to imagine Michael Jordan not being motivated to play basketball, and the tragedy set in motion a plan discussed by a son and his father.
So my father and I, we already talked about retiring and then trying to play baseball. And then, you know, when he passed, it just, you know, it was like, okay, I got my last direction from my father. Now, okay, let's focus on playing baseball.
Everyone knows exactly what the circumstances are right now in terms of my decision not to play the game of basketball. When I lose the sense of motivation and the sense of prove something as a basketball player, it's time for me to move away from the game of basketball.
What was it that brought you back to the game?
If baseball didn't have the strike, I would have still been playing baseball at that time. And when I got back home, I was kind of inactive. I was really bored. So I went to the practice and I saw Scotty, I saw Phil, and saw all the old guys. That's when Scotty started to work on me. Hey, man, what else you doing? Come on back, let's play. Nah, man, you know, well, come practice with us. And once I got out there and started practicing, you know, that's when I felt like, okay, it's starting to come back. Here comes that love, here comes the competition, here comes that drive.
The economy has produced 6.1 million jobs since I became president. And if Michael Jordan goes back to the Bulls, it'll be 6,100,001 new jobs.
I remember the night that you called me to say that you were going back to play. Didn't we drive up together to Indianapolis?
Traffic may be long today.
I was nervous.
Yeah, I can remember that part, which I'd never seen you nervous before.
Not that nervous. My mind was going a lot of different places, and I didn't know if my body was capable of following.
You know, I got to work on weaknesses of how to be a leader on my team. I got to work on weaknesses of my game.
That was the nervousness. Can I do what my mind wants me to do physically?
Michael Jordan makes his return here at Market Square Arena. Oh, Jordan swept it from Smith. Michael Jordan with the steal.
It looked like Michael was ready to jump over him if he had it. Michael realizes things are just not very smooth at the offensive end.
All right, Michael, you got one under your belt. How does it feel?
Well, as you see, my timing was a little bit off today. I mean, I was just trying to get my rhythm back. And you know, I know it's not going to happen in one game, but I really got to take my time and try to work my way back in.